They got extra possessions, offensive rebounds. They beat us to the boards on offensive rebounds, and we turned the ball over 21 times. So yeah, offensive rebounds really hurt us, and turnovers. I'm loving the progression and the laws that are in the process of being passed for that. I'm extremely grateful for that, and I'm just hoping that we can avoid things like that happening in the future. Thanks. I don't think it was anything about us not being in sync. We just missed shots. Hit a lot of shots in the first half, so we had to figure it out. When we're not scoring, we got to lock in defensively and get stops and try to get easy buckets. But we were just missing shots in the first half. We just missed shots. We just missed shots. The president was a team, or just the man was too good. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. The president was a team with the whole team, or what? No. Yes, I can hear you. I think defensively we were getting mixed up on schemes and what we were doing, and just not being aggressive enough. We were playing it too safe. They were getting around us and getting around us on screens, and we guards. We got to fight a little harder, getting over screens. But I think that we got to be a little more aggressive defensively and not play it safe. Yes. Thanks. We got our back against the wall a little bit, but this is just building our character. It's still early. We're still missing some big pieces, so we had enough out there today to get the W, but we just gotta get it together day by day. And we lost this one. We gotta forget about it and just plan for LA. Hey. I think we know exactly what's going on in these games, and we're really learning from our mistakes. And when we turn the ball over 21 times, and that's something that we can control, giving them possession. So I think that this team is we're staying together. Like, we just took a L, but we're in the locker room, being able to hold each other accountable about what everybody needs to do better. So that's just a plus. Everybody's taking that constructive criticism, and ready to get better, ready to be better tomorrow. So everybody's got their heads up, and I think that's the most positive thing that we got from this. Unmute it? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Um, just think there's certain things we got to lock in a little bit more on. Energy wise, like, we kind of have struggled with that the last few games, coming out the half kind of flat. So we really got to lock in on that. Just when we come out of halftime, like, we're trying to put together a full game, and we're still working through trying to do that. And usually when we come out from halftime, we're a little flat. So that's just definitely something we got to lock in on. I just think we weren't aggressive enough. They're a pretty aggressive team, and we got to apply pressure. There's times when we were shooting, or fast break, we're pulling up. Like, we got to get them down the tunnel, because every time we attacked, they were fouling, or something good was happening when we were putting the pressure back on them. And when you have an aggressive team like that, that's something you have to do. Uh, you have to go at them, like, make them play good defense at the rim, make them not foul us, because most of the time they were fouling. So just think we had to be more aggressive. Um, I'm feeling pretty sore, but to be expected. I'm glad coach was able to get me some more minutes, and still trying to working my way back in. But I think it's good. This is the progression that we're working towards, and I made a pretty significant lift from jump of minutes, excuse me, from the last game. So that's all part of the process, and I'm glad I was able to get a few more minutes tonight. Yeah, I mean, we had a moment of silence before the game, and that kind of just put things back into perspective on all the stuff that's continuing to go on outside of basketball right now. And I mean, I think we're making change, but obviously there's still a lot more that needs to happen. So one day at a time.
Good, how are you? Um, I think at times it might have sped us up, but like I said before, I just don't think we applied to pressure enough. And we didn't really get into our sets the way that we wanted to. There's sometimes where when they threw the trap, like we didn't go to the ball, just little miscues like that. And I mean, yeah, they're aggressive, but I don't think that's necessarily from them. I think that's just we're not as locked in as we need to be. Um, so I mean, I think maybe a little, but I honestly think it was us. Like we just weren't as locked in as we needed to be. Thanks. Um, I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world. I know y'all are gonna say whatever. There's gonna be articles about how we're 500. Like, we're fine. It's the beginning of the season. And last year we started off really well, and then at the end, like injuries, all that. You guys saw that. So there's a lot that we can learn from this loss, and we're gonna get better from that. And we're gonna continue to grow. Like it's not the end of the world. Obviously, we didn't want to lose. Like we have to figure out ways to get the job done while we're at home. Even with the limited people, like we're still very capable. We still, no matter how many people we have, if we only had five, like I still believe we're the best team in the league. Like we just got to figure out a way to get it done. Next man up. So I think there's some stuff, a lot of stuff definitely that we can take from this and grow and get better. But yeah, I mean, we didn't. It's not the end of the world. Like we're gonna be fine, and there's a lot of stuff we did well, given the circumstances. So amazing. Every day, like practice or games, like getting on the court with Sloot is just honestly like an honor. She's one of the greatest point guards to ever play, and I think sometimes like just I don't. I mean, obviously, I know that in the back of my head, but like in practice and stuff, like I don't always think of that. But I mean, she's amazing. Like she's really our anchor and our rock, and I'm really proud of her and happy for her and what she was able to accomplish tonight. Ooh, let's see. Haven't had a chance to really look at the stats. Um, I mean, I think like for starters, we're getting a lot of good experience for our younger players, myself included. But for the rookies, like this is tough putting them in like they're being thrown in the fire at the moment because we're full strength and we're relying on them to come in and get crucial minutes. But I think in the long run, that's really going to help us out. Ruthie played last year, but she didn't have this type of role last year, and she has her little bumps and stuff, but she's really like working through it, and it's making her better. And once we get everyone back, I already thought we were the deepest team anyways before all this, but now Ruthie's gonna have experience. Shiloh's gonna have experience. Steph is gonna have experience. And when they come in off the bench, whoever's off the bench, whenever excuse me, whenever anyone comes off later on, like they're gonna be primed and ready to go. Whereas if we had everyone right now, then I don't know. Like maybe they would still play the same amount, but I don't really think so. Like if I just had to guess. So I think it's really adding to our depth. And I know it's rocky at the moment, but I think that's one huge positive right now is like everybody is getting really good experience and in crucial moments, like we're trying to win games, we're trying to figure it out, we're down numbers, like a lot of the pressure and heat is on right now. And we're, this is valuable. All of these minutes that everyone's getting is really valuable. And I mean, obviously, like Atlanta's an attacking team, so us having to try to guard that is giving us experience with that as well. Thanks.
Um, just weren't getting the productivity that we normally get. Oh shit! No, we just didn't get the productivity that we usually get offensively. Like, you know, didn't really get the shots that we normally get. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just a bad night shooting. That's what I'm talking about. Like shots that we normally get, we didn't get. Atlanta was able to get on the whole boards a lot, which kind of stopped us from flowing in transition. So probably just playing playing better pick and roll defense. Atlanta's a team full of athletes, really downhill type of players, and I feel like if I could pick one thing, I think we could have just played better, in the pick and roll. But it's just this one of those games that you learn from and move on. I mean, you want to say like, oh, I feel like good about where we're headed. I feel like we're going in a good place and there are improvements being made, but that reality is still the same. Things are, you know, very slow moving, and today was a heavy day. Um, just the the continued violence against minorities and Black people specifically is still happening. And a year ago to today, I don't see much of a huge change, but I know there are people who are fighting and working towards it, and so just gotta stay in it. I'm all right. How are you? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I feel a lot more comfortable, being out there, still trying to take my time with things, but I've put in a lot of work, and I trust the work that I've put in, and I'm very comfortable out there with where I am offensively, and look to just continue to make improvements. Thanks. I mean, you would like to get over that 8 point hump that we seem to got stuck at. Um, we were able to stop their runs and kind of go on our own at times. I wouldn't say it's something that I like feel good about. We still lost the game, but like I said, it's just something that we got to learn from. You take that loss to the chin. You watch film, stay together, stay connected, and move on. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed to have her on my team. I'm blessed to know her. Blessed to be able to experience that with her. I feel like we've experienced so many accolades together, and she's got just so much more to go. So, like I said, I'm just happy to have her on my team. I mean, yeah, like it's Candace. We're all looking forward to the day where she's no longer nursing the ankle injury, and we can have her back in the lineup with us. She brings so much to our team, and not having her really sucks, and it shows. So, really looking forward to it. What's going on? It's a few things, but I think rebounding really did hurt us. I think that's something that we'll focus on going into the LA game is just boxing out, securing the rebound. I mean, that's kind of like an obvious, question. I feel like you're missing three players that you could easily insert either way into the starting lineup. So we've it hurts, but we don't make those type of excuses here. We still believe that what we have is good enough to go out and win games in this league. And until they're able to return and we were able to have those three back, we got to make do with what we got. And I'm more than confident in that. Appreciate you. Thank you. I mean, they just came out with more energy, in my opinion. They played to their strengths. They were able to get the shots and the looks that they wanted to get, and um, yeah, like they're good players. Can't let players do what they normally do, and unfortunately, that's what happened tonight. I don't know. That's like an Atlanta question. I don't know. Maybe. We want to get one at home. We want to start our win streak at home. We want to get one for these fans who waited so long to see us. And unfortunately, we dropped two here. Which is not what you want to do. You got to win the home games, and so I think it's more so about that. Giving it up to the fans, and giving them an opportunity to see us be victorious. Just because we miss them, man, and appreciate them for being with us and sticking with us, and it's just the beginning. So, yeah, we want to get a win at home. That's the biggest thing. Thank you. I can. It's going good. You try not to get too caught up in what the national team's agenda is right now, just because we really don't know. They have yet to select a team, and so until that happens, uh, my focus is here in Chicago and being the best player that I can be here. Um, and in June, or whenever the committee decides to make the announcement, then you could start to kind of give more attention to the opportunity of potentially playing in the Olympics. But until then, just focused on being in Chicago. Thank you.
Hey, man. Defensively, I thought we, could have been a little bit more aggressive. I think when we get aggressive, when we try to, we attempt to, it's always halted by a call, and it causes doubt in our mind, collective doubt, and we just have to keep pushing forward and through like some of the stuff that we're not getting. I don't know if we are. So yeah, like man, it's tough. You try to put things in perspective when it comes to basketball. It's really not important, and you get emotionally drained after losses, and but it's at the end of the day, you still get to go home to your family, and it's a lot of people that are not receiving people to get to come home, whether it's people that get gunned down, or taking their life away from them, and or people serving uh, prison sentences for marijuana charges, and they can't be away from their families, and like it's tough. It's tough. So this basketball thing is just something that can distract you from it because you have a passion for it, and um, but you never lose sight of who you are, because at the end of the day, when I leave the gym, I am who I am, and that's just how it is. Appreciate you. Yeah, I can. Hmm. Yeah, they were allowed to be. Yeah, they were allowed to be. I mean, everybody, just watch the game. It's ridiculous. I don't know how good of a coach I can be. I don't know how effective I can be. If you look at the game and see how it is, yeah, I'm not gonna try to victimize anything, but I take it personal. It's personal, you know. We don't have any margin for error, and all you do is just watch the game. It's ridiculous. It's shameful and it's disgraceful. Just keep playing and keep being professional. Even if everybody on the floor is not going to be professional, they need to be professional. And so they tried, and it's hard because the thing is, I think both teams, they do a good job of working hard, and people don't see that, and that's not appreciated. Um, you know, the players work hard, even though we haven't practiced a 5-on-5 since the season started. The players, they work hard. And when they come out and they try to do the right things and it gets penalized just because of what colors you have on, then I think it's ridiculous. I don't speak on that. Like, I don't speak on that. Just watch the game. If you saw the game, then you'll see it. You talk to me. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm a grown man, and I like being, I have a family and I have responsibility. I have a team. I have a responsibility. And so when someone tells one of my players to, hey, explain to your boy, I take that. I take that personal. So yeah, but that's what I've been dealing with. That's how people see me. So don't feel sorry for me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I have thick skin, but I'll be okay, and our team will be okay. We'll get ready. We'll get ready. Like we have to get ready for. I guess that's what we do. Hmm? What do I what do I anticipate as far as what? I mean, I think we're going to be facing a team that's desperate for a win. So yeah, feel. I mean, I feel feel good for her personally, and in this uniform for her duration of her career and knowing how she started and then to be at this point. It's good. Mark, it's fine. We were 6 for 17 from three. Um, it's not good enough. So we wanted to get up a certain amount of threes, and that we weren't able to. We have a number that we want to get to, and we weren't able to. So we'll look at film and see how we can get more and create better shots for ourselves. Right now, we're not playing well offensively. So it's my job to get us to do better.
Thanks, James.